Now, one of the things I noticed, and a lot of biohackers really focus on biochemistry, but I noticed you talked about, and you put it in your actual IG profile, is Ho'oponopono. And that technique, which we've been talking about with patients for a long time, introducing, and it's a spiritual kind of mental technique, a Hawaiian one that has long traditions in getting back to zero.
Mm.
But can you go into how you came about bringing that into your life and what it's done for you? And maybe for those that don't know, just a little bit about how to practice Ho'oponopono.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's more about the mindset again, opposed to the specific. It's a Hawaiian practice, basically, about forgiveness.
Yeah.
And for me, in my journey, before getting sick, I was a selfish prick. I only cared about making money and running my businesses and being successful, quote unquote. Then when I started getting ill, I realized that people that had been sick weren't just weak, that they did have things going on. And also I've tried to grow up a bit. And previously I would, if someone pissed me off, I would eject them from my life. That's it, put them at arm's length. Again, we go back to things that are painful. We try to distance ourselves from. So for me, part of the growing up piece is, actually this was on a plant journey that I learned this, and it flashed across my eyes in under 5 seconds. But yeah, I'd ejected 5 or 6 people from my life that had caused me upset or I had an issue with or whatever it may be. And during this plant journey, I kind of, for some reason, it just went into my head that why do you eject people for disagreeing or not being the same 4% of the time? You're forgetting the 96% of the time that they are amazing, which is why they were your friends or colleagues in the first place. And so I kind of it just literally just when I came out of it, I was just like, holy crap, yeah, I don't respect people for the amazing stuff. I only disrespect them for the stuff that I don't agree with. We can't curate the world to be everyone we want them to be. And you're just going to have shallow, surface level relationships forever and never anyone with any longevity. And that translates also to, Instagram posts. Sometimes when I do one, someone says, oh, I hate this post. I usually agree with everything you say, but I disagree with this, so I'm unfollowing. It's like, and someone said the same to Dave Asprey the other week, actually, and I saw it, and I just replied and said, if you want someone that's going to say exactly what you want to say, there's going to be no one left. Point is, grow up. And for me, having that saying on my Instagram is a daily reminder to me and to my followers and friends or people that I'm not perfect. I'm trying to be better. I'm learning every day, and I practice forgiveness. And I actually went around and reached out to every single one of the people that I had ejected and made amends, and have much stronger relationships with them for that reason, with one exception, who was just a complete idiot who I do not wish to have back. But you need to know the difference between when it's you and when it's others, and so that's why I have that on there.
Yeah, I mean, those 4 powerful words from it, right? I love you. I'm sorry. Please
Yeah.
forgive me. Thank you.
Yes.
And just, keeping that in mind and repeating those words, you will
Yes.
start to strip yourself of ego and get back to that zero and kind of clear the energy to be able to take on what was, probably a negative energy field around those relationships and those beliefs. So it's a wonderful system. And again, free, easy, 4 words, that's it, right? And just keep it in mind, and almost seems too easy. But I
Yes.
always say health really is in simplicity. We complicate it, and yes, it can seem very complicated. But when you strip it down, just like in universe and in nature, there is a simplicity and an order to it, a beautiful kind of, order to it. So that's a really cool one. Now,